litigation in Conversation Castle. We have a
That was
library.
your least enthusiastic intro yet.
No, my least enthusiastic intro was the one where I was like, it's time for Conversation Castle. I didn't prepare an intro this week.
Fair,
Wait, but we
but
never prepare an intro.
we always prepare everything because we're a professional group. Anyway, so, B, since you obviously are able to talk right now, and I definitely don't need to read your messages out loud, how did you feel about today's session? Questions, comments, concerns?
Wait, I got a better idea.
Please tell me you're activating text-to-speech.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you so much. Please, by the gods, just add that in. I fucking love text-to-speech.
It auto plays whenever I hit copy, so you go ahead, give him a minute to type his stuff in.
It was very fun.
Let the drum build.
Like I feel maybe my chores list parts was a bit boring for others, but they were entirely necessary commissions in game. But otherwise let the drum roll build. But otherwise let the drum roll build.
9 out of 10. I'm so happy that this clown has made a comeback.
/discord.com/channels.
Okay, copying the emote didn't work.
So CLOW in 10.
For some reason, it felt the need to spell out clown, CLOWN.
I am hyped for new clown
I'm
friend.
pretty sure the first one was the one that sunk the
Oh,
airship
no.
at the beginning of the session. At the beginning of the
I mean, yes, it is 100% them.
You know what?
Clown friend.
Yep. I don't think any of you met them.
No,
Did
but
you?
No,
the
none of us
moment
did.
Sandra figures it out.
Spicy clown friend.
Mhm. Yeah, that was
Only
that
The
was
only
fun,
thing
right?
we knew about them existing
Get
was essentially Zach telling us, "Oh, a clown just did a massive clown on the ship, and the
Honk,
ship
honk.
went bye."
Yeah. Anyway, I think Zach or B has truly an inspiration to us all.
Truly an
Hashtag
inspiration to us all.
Uh,
Also, yay, I'm good.
blessed. So, with that, you are good to go. I do
Number
thank you for
bless.
playing, B. So, next, I know
Yay.
that Eric, you usually need to get skedoodling. So, how did you feel about today's
Since it
session?
ended a bit early, I guess I could stay for a bit longer, but it was fine. I'm still confused on the part of me forgetting something. I don't know where that's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that it's something that it don't expect to have all the answers. That's what I'm going to say. There is certainly something, but you'll find out in the coming session. It was, I legitimately planted that specifically because there's a very good reason that I said there's something Nicholas is forgetting, and it is. Part of me is kind of hoping that you're gonna understand how much Nicholas is hopefully going to be bothered by that, because I'm assuming you're also going to be like, what is being forgotten, and
Apparently, I am bothered, so that's working.
yeah, so you will find out in the coming sessions, and hopefully I'll be keeping you interested to find out what it is one of these days.
It's the beach episode. Oh boy.
Oh boy, you forgot how much you love surfing. Wow, cowabunga. Cowabunga it is.
I turned it off.
Was there? Did you have any like favorite parts of the sessions? Anything I can improve on? Anything like that?
It was fine. I was just struggling to come up with topics, and I felt just anxious about bringing up the Jack in the Box since I think that's a bit childish, but...
No, the Jack in the Box was like I really enjoyed that, and I kind of want like I myself am not the best at creating like minor knickknacks that don't have a purpose. So when you're like, do they have this? I literally could just take that idea and be like, yes. And this is the weird twist on it. And I personally loved that.
This is honestly on me. I should have made Sandra eat the entire pie. I should not have just said
No, you should not have.
I'm just gonna flat out say there was nothing concerning about that pie. It was a chocolate cream pie.
Is it just a pie?
Yeah,
Just a pie.
it was just her essentially being scared because, oh no, clowns use pies. It's a pie. It must be from a clown.
Well, you put Zach
An enemy
in a...
stand user.
You put Zach in a position of power. Of course Sandra's going to be paranoid. She hates clowns.
By the way, one thing I would like to mention, because it didn't really show up in the episode,
She is a fucking fawn, for God's sake!
B, messaged me outside of game and is just like, hey, I'm gonna pass a note to one of the servants and have them, you know, it's gonna say this. And it was literally, you know, set up something to pie Sandra in the night, and goblins are stealthy little shits.
Fuck.
Like, I specified the servants are goblins, and he gave like the best race for the job. And this one's on you, Hunter, because I was the one who put goblins in this town.
Is the goblin that was doing the laundry the person who did it?
Yep. That was... If you would have rolled... The DC was actually 15. If you would have rolled 15 or higher, then you would have woken up with them setting up the contraption, but you got 1 under the DC and did not. And yeah, it's never anything like super hostile. If it's something that's going to be legitimately dangerous, I'm going to give you more of an ample opportunity. But if it's just a funny gag, like, you know, B wants to set up a pieing, then fuck it, why
I
not?
need B to delete that emoticon.
Nope.
No, it's like actually weirding me out.
The thing is, that's a default emoticon in Discord. So
It's
Oh my
actually
God.
weirding me out.
it's a default emoticon,
God,
so you can't
I
delete
can't
it.
even look at it.
He wants it removed from the chat.
I cannot
Anyway,
even look at it.
oh my god, that's even worse.
No, that's actually better.
So anyway, was there anything else you wanted to add, Eric?
That one's not a default. That one's from somewhere.
Enough about the emotes. Was there anything else you wanted to add, Eric?
Nothing really. I'm now curious what happens next session, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I guess
next
I'll stay
session.
around for just a bit longer since this wasn't very late. So, yeah.
All right. So, Twisty, how did you feel about this session? Questions, comments, concerns?
I thought it went well and got to talk to some more people, kind of make a more clear
Mm-hmm.
goal, per se, over the stuff with Granite Keep. Maybe I can get Zach to help with, you know, bargaining act instead of you know, sending 40 deer, 40 more. You know,
I'll say right now, the that deer part was 100% part of the dream sequence and has no part in the.
I know. It was just
Yeah.
a stupid dream reference.
I honestly, that entire dream sequence, like, I was trying to capture the weirdness of how a dream, because like everyone else is having these like prophetic dreams where a lot of things are happening and, you know, symbols and yada yada.
Like it's actually the Fae invading their mind space instead of just like, nah, this is just a weird fucking dream.
Yeah, legitimately, Orvid just had a weird dream, and it just, like, it's the whole, like, this is familiar and feels like it would be something that would happen, and then as soon as you wake up, you just go, what the fuck?
I had the
I don't know what
feeling
you're
that
talking
when
about. I think
you
it's perfect
said,
when you want someone to sit on the ceiling.
when you said that Galley is, you know, on the ceiling, like normal, I was just like, okay, so this is just weird dream bullshit. Okay, I can roll with this.
So a little bit of, you know, things about Orvid mixed in with just fucking weirdness, and dreams are weird and fun. That's all I gotta say. As a game master, I love throwing in dream sequences because they can be literally anything, and is it something that's prophetic, or is it just, you know, something your
stupid.
mind is making up, something stupid? Sometimes I throw in, like, dreams of, like, it's something pleasant, or it, you know, you have a bad dream and, you know, this thing happens, and it because there's a lot of supernatural and magical things, there are a lot of things that can affect dreams. At the same time, not every dream is gonna be special. Sometimes they're just fucking weird, and I love throwing those in as well. I absolutely love how I just started like going off on something and you just immediately picked up on it and you're like, alright, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no, I tried to roll with the improv as I could. You know, I thought it was a fun improv. I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of fun with it. Especially the first bit.
Yeah. It legitimately, it was a little mix of, you know, memory and made up dream. But yeah, was there anything else about the session that you'd like to bring up, or anything you think I can improve on?
Nothing in particular. I thought it was a fun RP session, kind of to tie up the you know, in town downtime stuff that we've been doing.
Yeah.
So look forward to the next session, where it seems like we'll be getting into something with the carnival starting, you know?
Yeah, it's honestly, I kind of wanted to have that low stakes, no danger RP session of, like, you guys are in town, in civilization, like, unless you cause trouble, there's not gonna be any trouble. You literally have, like, the town guard with you, and if anyone tries anything, they're going against, you know, the town guard and the chieftain. So no one's gonna mess with you, and as long as you don't do anything weird, dumb, etc., like, you're fine. There's nothing to worry about. You are given room, foods, and a variety of things to do, and whether it is reading the books that they have, chilling in the lounge, playing, you know, various games, you can, you know, go to the barracks and exercise, stuff like that. Like, I wanted to, like, have kind of just like an RP space where, you know, you guys could do a variety, and, you know, there's an entire town at your disposal. So, RP. But yeah, if there wasn't anything else you want to add, you are free to go if you would like, and I can move on to Hunter.
All right, I might stick around a little bit.
So, Hunter, how did you feel about the session?
Let me-
Questions, comments, concerns?
Let me first say I'm hanging by a thread, and the thing I'm hanging over is bottomless. If I drop, I never hit the bottom. Do you get it?
Subjective.
I've been grinning and bearing this clown shit, but I am afraid that I will snap. I don't want to.
And don't.
I apologize that one of the players added it to the game and made it a big thing.
I hate how big it's gotten.
Kind of spiraled out of control, I will admit.
Thank you. Thank you. God damn it, that's all I wanted to hear.
Like, I'm not gonna stop it.
Well, no,
this
but-
train wreck's already going, so...
But, like, once the train wreck is done, don't
Yeah.
make another one.
Dude, It's
Okay.
like the idea of an insane clown posse trying to take
Alright, I
over
need
the
to keep
world.
this town intact for at least 3 more days! Until I get my gilded acorn.
Legitimately, 2 days, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm giving it an extra day just to be safe.
So, technically, it's gonna be ready tomorrow in game.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I will say that once, Budverzo, is it? Hang on.
Budverdoz.
You fucking,
Bud for those.
it is
It's kind of
such
got an
a,
accent behind it.
it is such a fucking garble of letters that my brain can't remember
Okay,
it.
it's
But
It's Bud for those. I'm sorry. I pulled a lot of these names off of Fantasy Name Generator.
during the session,
I will admit that.
I was nailing it, but like, whenever I'm not looking at it, I just forget it so easily. It's just hard for my brain. Like, I don't blame you. Like, it's a pretty fun town name. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just so hard for my brain to remember. But Budverdoz, like, once the party leaves, I want to say that all the clown shenanigans are going to take a backseat like I was originally trying to make it. Like, I've been kind of trying to tone down the clownishness a little bit and keep it mostly to Zach, and then he became one of the centerpieces of this story arc with the Orc lands. But don't worry, it's not gonna be the clown carnival this entire campaign. So I'll just say this: if Nicholas's guiding bolt would have hit, Nicholas would be the chieftain.
Yeah, that's why I realized I should have just gone to the stars.
An elf becoming an orc chief. I couldn't. Am I the only one who sees the irony?
Yeah, they hate each other normally.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Well, I mean, they don't hate each other now. They tolerate one another.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I honestly, like, I've been trying to breathe so much life into this town and make it so that, you know, the party as a whole is more or less able to do what they would like here. And I feel like at least as a game master from my perspective, I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job. I'm not sure how everyone else feels about it, but
No, you're fine. You're doing
yeah.
fine.
So, certainly there will be additional things adding up here shortly, and we'll see where this train is gonna go. I mean, I already know what's going to happen myself, story-wise, with the rest of the world having movement. Because just because you guys are doing stuff in Budverdoz and the Orc lands doesn't mean there's not stuff happening on the rest of the continent.
I mean, I already saw what happened on the map. I won't say anything about it.
I've
but-
been eyeballing that, actually.
Yeah, that airship that I beautifully drew over the Adventurers Guild.
I meant the other thing.
Yeah,
That's
he was
not
he was
important.
talking about how
What the fuck do you mean that's not important?
That's not important.
We agreed at one town and you took out 2!
Just you.
supposed to spoil anything.
Spoilers, it's right there! He preemptively drew it!
I did not
Literally
do
scroll downward
anything.
towards it. You had to do it on your own.
I did not do anything.
I scrolled down to look at Granite Keep because that's what we were talking about.
There is absolutely no alterations on the map at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
The gnomish bogs. Those are obviously bogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've always been there.
It's-
It's always been like that.
It's not really supposed to be a bog, but I can see how you came to that conclusion.
So what up with the random ziggurat in the middle of the forest?
Ruins. I ran out
Right.
of ruin tokens. Leave me alone.
I mean, like, it's a symbol of some ruins, yeah, but,
I
like,
can't believe
legitimately...
Steadfast has a giant red X in the middle of town. It's
Steadfast
so
is
weird.
gone. That's why
I
there's
know,
a giant
it's
red X.
joking.
The Adventure Guild had one too before Steve drew a bunch of shit over it.
Yeah.
Like, my original thought was that this was Sandra's map that she pulls out every now and then, and you guys have drawn all over it.
Well... Who says that these drawings aren't canon?
They're not.
We just nab the map and draw it when you're not looking.
But by the way, one thing that I would like to point out, when I ask, hey, what the fuck is XYZ, it legitimately, in the World Anvil that we have as a group, on the World Anvil map, those quote-unquote ruins legitimately are not labeled.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, you've done that for a number of places, and I will admit, yes, I have been doing stuff with
Yes,
that.
I wanted to give you some degree of total freedom for a number of these locations.
Yeah, there's been a sufficient amount of wiggle room, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I just realized that crater that is next to Corlith,
Yeah.
it has a hole at the bottom. Like, I thought that was just, like, the colored ground. No, that's actually a hole. I never realized that until I just zoomed in
That's
really
where Orbit
far on
fell
it.
from.
It's really supposed to just be a crater, but you can do whatever
Okay.
you want with it.
Yeah, did I say what that crater was supposed to be? Because
Nope,
I
we
know what
completely
that...
glossed over the crater.
Okay, because I
It's
have
just
what
a
that crater already is.
There's just a crater there.
Yeah, the crater, lore-wise, I have decided why there's a crater there already, and I was unsure whether I said it or not because...
Is it a meteor?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I mean, it's on my map, so obviously somebody knows.
Yeah, you want to know who knows?
The person who made the map?
No. The person you bought the map from does not know. Person who does know...
I forgot to go over the lore behind Sandra's maps.
Yeah, I guess, but,
Amon made the map.
who the fuck is Amon?
Sandra's adopted father.
Zach's clown
He's a
friend.
cartographer.
Ah.
He's the one who knows what's at the bottom of the crater.
No, he doesn't.
He knows of the crater.
Yeah, the one person who knows about it is the one person who knew everything else and told you about it when you were at the Corlith area.
Ah.
Yeah. Arcanus Xanthus the Ascended.
Who's currently in a test tube.
Maybe it's been a few
Wouldn't
days.
you like to know?
Maybe, yeah. It's been a number of days. She might be done by now.
You'll find out.
I'm sure I will. I'm dreading to, but sure. Sandra was in rare form tonight, though.
What do you mean in rare
A
form?
lot of really good RP and stuff.
I mean, I personally, I think it was a good session. I
Really good
enjoyed myself.
RP.
I know there's a lot of downtime for a lot of the party. I was trying to like, you know, put in like opportunities for people to interact here and there. Um, certainly,
Should've
I'm.
made Sandra scarf down an entire pie.
I gotta
You
take
shut up.
Chex's crossbow out of my inventory.
You certainly do.
I totally remembered his fucking name, too.
I'm kind of surprised. I'm assuming you had the name written down,
I
but
didn't, actually. It just kind of popped into my head.
yeah, I still remember one of the rat folk being like, "Where's Chex?"
That is the very quote that popped into my head.
The
It took me
funny
half a
thing-
second to remember it, and that was what popped in.
Oh, the funny bit about the whole pie thing is like suggestion you can go around the corner and just like whisper, because there's a verbal component. But then like command is just like you point and shout at somebody. So if I had to use command, it would just be at the table pointing at Sandra, shouting "Eat."
I've been waiting to do that bit with the note for a fucking week, by the way.
Which no.
The note on Sandra's door that says "No clowns" in 4 different
No
languages.
clowns allowed. This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
You can't read the 4th language.
By the way, I would like to mention, no clowns have entered your room.
Yeah. I've deduced that, and then I
Mhm.
poured salt around the rim of my room.
Did you
That's really
put
funny.
goblin as the 4th language?
You really want to know what the 4th language is?
No, I don't care that much. I'm just making a quip of the.
It's not Goblin.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not Goblin.
Sandra doesn't know Goblin.
Goblin these nuts.
goblin. You got.
It's Draconic.
Oh.
No one
Draconic,
else
these
in the
nuts
party
across your
knows
shirt.
Draconic.
I'm an immature adult.
The next NPC is just gonna be Dee's the Mind Goblin.
Uh, I
Sells peanuts.
oh man, I just remembered. I was getting some ideas from some people, and I got a really good NPC that has not been encountered yet. But I talked to a variety of people pre-session, and Twisty like joined the Discord call in the middle of us talking. I'm like, Twisty, can you?
I didn't catch anything. I just
Yeah.
basically rolled out of bed and it was just like, oh, there's people here, so I guess I'll check
Yeah.
on them. And then you were just like, leave, and I'm just like, I can tell when I'm not wanted.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude, but
No, I
legitimately,
get it.
like we
It's legitimately a planning session.
yeah. So I asked them. I can't remember if it was Corvid. I think it was Corvid or Hex. I don't remember which one, but they gave me the name Crangled Crumpet for the tavern.
The Crinkled Crumpet.
Mhm.
So that's where you used it.
Crangled Crumpet.
It'd be funner to say crumpled crumpet.
I
Cringled.
feel like that's something that Hex would totally say.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like a Hex thing.
But there's a handful of names that I have here, both places and people, that I really want people to know it, but like when you went to the Tusk Road Trade Company, you didn't ask the person their name, and so I wasn't able to give that. And there's a shop in town that you don't know the name of. None of the NPCs you've gotten the names from, besides Crindus Sparkle Shower. I fucking love this in their name. Like, God, I need to find a.
Zach's gotta go to that store.
True. I really need to find like a picture of the robe that I'm imagining. Hang on. Let me see if I can find an image of this because like it's the shoulder pauldrons that go up. Like they have the spike and
I know
I
what you're
wanna
talking about.
I think it's like the mystic robe in RuneScape or something. Like
No. No.
no.
I know that road.
It's to the side, but yeah, like it's very like over the top. Like it doesn't need to be there, but it's there anyway, and they just want to show off. God, there's some dope ass wizard robes.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway, so with that, I don't really have much else to say.
Hang on.
Okay, hanging on.
Is what you're looking for something like this? With
I mean,
shoulder pads.
Yes and no. Like
It
those.
looks like the shoulder pads are screaming.
That is Valentine the Pirate from our Infinite Space playthrough.
So they go up like that, yes, but they are spiked, not
Not flat at the
sure.
top. Yeah, I'm picturing.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, it's like a bowl almost. So anyway, with that, I actually do need to get shipping off because I have someone coming over shortly. So I do
Alright,
thank
well,
all of you for playing. It was fun.
Just real quick double check. We are back to our regular time next week. Yes, B.
Yeah.
That is what is happening.
I mean, I liked starting at 6, but
It was nice, but I don't
Yeah.
think B was able to do that.
start earlier.
regularly.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, I'm sure the person's gonna be walking through my door any second, so I'll talk to you later.
I guess I'll get going too then.
See you guys.
Mm.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Alright, see
people.
you
Good night.
all y'all next week.